Yeah, like I said, these multi-class characters actually split the points, the XP points between the two classes. It's not at all like 3rd edition. So what happens is that they level up whenever either one of the two classes gets enough XP to advance in level. They tend, as a result, they tend to be weaker than another character with the same amount of XP because each class will be a lot lower in level, but they're also a bit more versatile. But yeah, level 3 and level 4 spells, mage. So let's see what she's actually got. Ooh, actually, Spell Thrust is a fairly good dispeller, and it's fairly useful against enemy mages. So let's take it and take the yeah, actually Fire Shield Blue is actually a little bit better. It's actually a little bit better of a spell because it's combat protection. Although this one's fairly good against, this one's fairly useful to protect against low level spells. This one's basically anyone that hits her in combat takes damage back. So it's fairly useful, especially because we tend to see lots of combat. Let's see what's on Leightonon's corpse. If I'm not mistaken, he's actually got some fairly decent stuff. But we'll find out here. Okay. Alright, okay. Diamond. Water Opal. 1,487 gold. Wow, he was rich. Alright, that looked like Summon Nishru. Is it? Yeah, Summon Nishru and Death Fog. Alright, those are both fairly high level spells. I'm gonna give him the Brutayale just because he's a much better mage than Aerie is. Alright, write the Death Fog and write the Summon Nishru. Nishrus are really useful against enemy mages because they're completely immune to magic, and they actually drain spells. Meaning they attack the mage, and that mage actually starts losing spells, which is pretty useful. Oh wait, there's still more to loot, isn't there? 3 emeralds, and a dagger. Okay, the dagger's useless, but the rest of this is fairly good. Not really useful, but all of those gems sell for quite a lot. So let's see if there's any guards left in this place. And then I should probably find a merchant to sell to.
My wings have been clipped. Oh, I wish you could understand how it feels to be bound to the ground, chained and weighted like a miserable prisoner of Earth.
Yeah, she's actually an Avario elf, which are a rather unique subrace of elves that have wings and live in the sky and fly and all of that. So picture almost a cross between an elf and a bird, or maybe even an elf and a fairy. And she acts like a fairy sometimes, I have to say. Yeah. What was it like? I can see, you know, him being a little bit curious about that. What was it like to fly? Oh, it's so hard to describe. It's the ultimate freedom. To soar above the clouds and become part of the wind itself. I remember I used to be so happy. The clouds are a special place up there, Brutayale. It's like a land of billowing white beauty that you can almost walk upon. Well, that's a interesting, if metaphorical description. What the... Okay, that's that bar woman whose job probably really is to just stand there and look pretty, even though she's actually walking. But I don't actually see any more guards here. So let's talk to Hendak Maybe we can buy and sell some stuff here. Although I think Bernard was actually the merchant under Leightonon.
I will always be grateful for your assistance.
I was wondering if... Yeah, I'm just looking to take advantage of your services. It's not as much as the Fiend had, but it's plenty, and it's at a significant discount for you. Just speak to Bernard. I still have him handling this door. Okay. Alright, so let's talk to Bernard
I
here.
got some cheap beer for you.
Since Hendak... Yeah. Kind of funny, you know, this guy doesn't even care that Leightonon's not his boss anymore. He's just like, meh, okay, I'll just sell my stuff to whoever. I don't care who owns the place. So, meh. I'm guessing that maybe Hendak gave him a raise in his pay or something. I'm not... that might explain it, you know, raising your pay, or... Obviously, there's no loyalty there. Can't say I really blame him, no. I mean, who would really be loyal to a fiend like Leightenon? Probably just, you know, all about just getting paid for him, and he doesn't really care so much who is who. For now, though, I'm just selling all the stuff that is useless to me, but can be used to both free up inventory space and fetch some money. You can see that one actually fetched a decent amount, all of those emeralds. Longbow, longsword. At this point, pretty much anything that's not magical isn't really worth keeping. So, we're gonna sell all of it. I've got too many bloody arrows. I might have to start dumping those at some point here. Sunstone, chainmail, helmet. Garnet, longbow. Longsword, jade ring, chainmail, longbow. Longsword, helmet. Chainmail, helmet. Sell. Alright, and that takes care of all of that. Dagger. Rainbow obsidian necklace. Sell those. Helmet. Longsword, longbow. Longsword, longbow. Helmet, longsword. Longbow, bluestone necklace. Alright, sell those. Now, let's see. Does this... If I'm not mistaken, this guy actually has some spells. Yeah, he does. Alright, summon Ephridi, Simulacrum. Summon Fiend, Incendiary Cloud. These are actually fairly high level spells, which isn't really a problem. I mean, Brutayale can actually use high level spells using that Nahal's Reckless Dwemer, because it lets him use anything in his spell book, whether he's actually high enough level to normally use it or not. And so, but we also need to be saving up money to rescue Imoen. Although, truthfully, there's more than enough money available in this game to do it. And you find that really once you do a couple of these quests, you've got more money than you really know what to do with. So, do I have... Which of these do I actually... Skull Trap is really good. I just don't know if I actually have it. But if I don't, then I want it. Definitely grab these two. Chain Lightning and Spell Turning. They're both fairly useful. Buy those two, for sure. So is Spell Sequencer, but I want to get a little more money first. So write that one. Write that. Do I have Skull Trap? Yes, I do. Alright. And I'm not worrying as much about Ares spells.